Hello and welcome to this Northern Aviation trip report. Today I'm in Manchester and we're heading to Manchester Airport.
This
The first flight
train is
between
the
Manchester
northern
and
service
Exeter,
to
operated by
Manchester
Blue
Airport.
I started my day in Glasgow, got the early morning train down to Preston, before changing on to this northern service to Manchester Airport. I was due to fly between Aberdeen and Manchester, but due to COVID-19 this flight was cancelled, so I had to change my plans. Now we've arrived at Manchester, let's go and find out where to check in. I couldn't find any information on what terminal Blue Islands were using at Manchester, so I started off by going to Terminal 3, and I couldn't find any Blue Islands check-in desks, so I made my way over to Terminal 1 and found the check-in desk. There was a short delay in checking in as they didn't have the passenger list for the departing flight, but once they got it, I got checked in and made my way to security. Security was quiet, although the terminal was busy. There wasn't many flights departing Manchester today, but the ones that were seemed rather full. Now let's sit back and have a little bit of spotting from here in Manchester. My aircraft is here, so let's head for the gate for boarding. I somehow managed to go down the wrong hallway as the gates aren't very clearly marked. Once I found the right gate, it was a short wait before boarding. Today's aircraft is Golf India Sierra Lima Lima, an ATR 72-500, originally delivered to Air Tahiti back in 2002, before being taken on by Blue Islands in 2017. Today's aircraft originated in Jersey before stopping in Exeter, before the quick hop to Manchester. Blue Islands were part of a franchise with Flybe before Flybe went bankrupt in March 2020. They ventured out on their own, taking on some of the old Flybe routes to provide regional connectivity once again in the UK. I was supposed to be flying from Manchester to Southampton, but this flight was cancelled due to low demand. Blue Islands helped me switch my flight over to Exeter with an additional payment of £10 for the fare difference. A brilliant sunny day for flying, and as we head out into the sun, I get to see the Blue Islands ATR and their stunning new livery.
In the front is Senior First Officer Henry Lucas, and looking after you in the back for your comfort, but primarily your safety, are Lynn and Vicky. We're nearly ready to go now, looking good for an on-time, maybe a bit of an early departure. Flying time in the region are 50 minutes, and we'll be cruising 16,000 feet. Lovely afternoon for flying. We'll be taking off from the westerly facing runway on 23 right here at Manchester, and making climbing straight ahead for a bit, and then making a left turn out, heading down towards Chester Way, and going down along the Welsh borders, heading mid Wales, then Cardiff, before starting our descent and landing on the westerly facing runway at Exeter, where the weather is just as lovely. Very shortly, Len and Vicky will be going through the all-important safety demonstration unique to this ATR 72 aeroplane. Do please give this your full attention, it's very important and does affect the safety of everybody on board.
Sorry, guys.
But after that, sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Now we're settled, let's push back, start up and get airborne. out of Manchester, it's now time to have a look at what we have on board. The ATR is laid out in a 2-2 configuration with 68 seats. I asked for a row close to the front at check-in and got seat 3A, but due to trim we were asked to move back, so I ended up settled in 8A. There's plenty of legroom on the older leather chairs as well. With COVID measures, there was not much in the way of in-flight literature, just a safety card and a sick bag. The cabin is light and spacious, with call bell, reading light, and fresh air vent in every panel. The windows were rather scratched up, so it was hard to get decent filming throughout the flight, but I tried my best to. Our cruising altitude for today's flight was 16,000 feet, and it took us a short 50 minutes to get down to Exeter. Now enjoy some of the brilliant views on our trip south to Exeter. As we start our approach, I'd like to say thank you for sticking around, and if you're still watching and haven't already subscribed, why not take the chance to do so now? This flight was really good for the price I paid of $59.99, including the £10 fare difference for the change of flight. This comes out at 32p per mile, which is pretty good for this regional flight, which also includes 23 kilograms of hold luggage. Everything was really good, from customer service for changing my flight to the friendly crew on board. I hope that sometime soon I'll be able to check out Blue Island's full product once restrictions have lifted and in-flight services recommence. I was expecting a little more for this inaugural flight with no mention of it anywhere, but it was okay and it was good to be part of the new route launch, regardless of how hyped up it is. Now sit back and enjoy the landing into Exeter.
Passengers connecting to our onward flight with Blue Islands or our partner Airline Livery. If your bags have been checked through to your final destination and you're in possession of your boarding card, you should proceed straight through security, search after clearing customs, and then check your flight information screens for your departure lounge or gate details for your onward flight. If your bags are not checked through to your final destination, if you're not in possession of your boarding cards, you need to collect any checked-in baggage before clearing customs and should then proceed to the check-in desks. Our ground handling agents will be available if you require any further assistance.
Welcome to Exeter. Quick taxi in and we shut down on stand and we are allowed to disembark. The flight was brilliant and I enjoyed the ATR aircraft. It is a true classic turboprop. It's just as nice here in Devon as it was in Manchester, and I don't think I needed my jacket today, but I took it anyways as it was a lot colder in Scotland. We head out of the terminal and I want to say my thanks again for watching the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Have you ever flown with Blue Islands? Let me know down in the comments below. For now, I say goodbye, and I'll see you in the next one.